Hey folks, it's Michael Fisher with Pocketnow here, taking a look at the brand new American-assembled Moto X, the first official fruit of the union of Motorola and Google. Let's take a look. So one of the most important things to understand about this phone is that Moto is aiming for the mass market. This is not a Nexus, even though it runs a very close to stock edition of Android. It's not for enthusiasts, it's for the average consumer, and as such it'll be available on 5 US carriers, most of them by the end of the month, we're told, at a suggested contract price of $199 on a 2-year contract. It's not loaded with crazy specs, but it does have some awesome standout features. Just talking build here, we're looking at a composite material built around a 4.7-inch AMOLED screen at 720p that does a really nice job of popping here at the NYC launch venue. The phone ranges in thickness from 5.6mm at the edge to 10.4mm at its meaty center, curved very nicely, so it sits in the palm very well. Moto says the phone masses 130 grams, which is kind of unbelievable. It feels nothing like the Galaxy S4, which also masses 130 grams, so the company has done a really nice job of making this thing feel solid in the hand. We don't imagine this creaking or popping at all. As we heard before, there are also going to be a bevy of color and customization options to choose from, including customizable trim and engraving, and later in the year some exotic wood materials. See our special wooden phone hands-on for that. Motorola also let us know that the inner volume isn't wasted at all. There's a specially designed non-removable battery in there that's rated at 2200 mAh, but which Motorola tells us will last 24 hours of use, even with all the new fancy features turned on. Those features include touchless control, a voice interface that's always listening for a keyword, and which we'll take a look at in a quieter environment. Also, though, there's a 10-megapixel shooter on board that Motorola is calling a ClearPixel camera, because it uses an extra set of clear pixels to gather more light, about 75% more than competing cameras, according to Moto, while also shortening exposure time in stills. In video, it's capable of 1080p, of course, along with slow-motion high-speed recording. The front camera is 2 megapixels. The whole thing is powered by an interface that's quite Spartan. It reminds us a bit of Windows Phone, and there's a physical shortcut to open it that we imagine will get more convenient with practice. Motorola has also implemented an increasingly popular glance feature into its software here, displaying a special minimized notification screen when the phone is flipped over. That allows you to either handle or dismiss the notifications that have come in since the phone was last active. All that is powered by the company's new X8 mobile computing system, which is a combination of an optimized dual-core Snapdragon S4 Pro at 1.7 GHz, the Adreno 320 GPU, and 2 additional cores, one each for language processing and contextual computing. It's these cores that drive the most visible of the phone's new features, all of which are, once again, heavily targeted at the mass consumer. In terms of memory, there's 2 gigs of RAM and 16 or 32 gigs of storage, depending on carrier variants, but you also get 50 gigs of free storage on Drive when you buy one. Folks, we've just unboxed our own review unit to explore. Check out that video, and we'll be digging deeply into it over the days to come. So keep it locked to Pocketnow for more on the new Moto X from Google.